So let's switch gears a little bit and talk about, you know, what surplus funds is and why are some people calling this the best kept secret in real estate?
It really is the best kept secret, and a lot of individuals do not know about this because the counties are not going to inform you. So to break it down, surplus funds are the remaining profit after a foreclosure. So a foreclosure is going to occur due to non-payment in taxes or non-payment in your mortgage, okay? So these counties, they're going to host an auction and the opening bid is going to be whatever was owed. So let's say you owe $10,000 in taxes. You didn't pay your taxes for a few months. The county's been notifying you, hey, you need to pay your taxes. Eventually, they're going to foreclose the property. They're going to host an auction. Opening bid is $10,000. The property has value. The home is probably worth $200,000. Let's say the property sells for $200,000. Now there's that remaining profit of $190,000 that's legally entitled to the previous owner. Now you might say, well, how are they entitled to that? They didn't pay their taxes. The county can only keep what was owed in taxes. That equity, what was remaining in profit, is due to the previous owner. And this is all legal. It's in state statutes. And these counties even have these lists available. People just don't know how to search. If you guys are watching, you want to look this up. Look up surplus funds, look up excess funds list, and you will see everything that I'm talking about. So what we do is, we get the list from the county, we see who's entitled to these funds, we skip trace them, we call them, we contact them, explain, look, you know, you're entitled to these funds. After the foreclosure, there's a remaining profit that you're entitled to. We'd love to help you out. And the beauty is we don't charge any upfront fees. So we operate on contingency. We get it between 15 to 30% for helping them file the claim. And the great thing is you don't need any special certifications, no license, no degree, no previous experience. You just literally need to learn how to look somebody up on the computer and be professional, knowledgeable, and an expert. Because of course, this can sound like a scam. You're calling somebody saying, hey, look, you're owed all this money. I can help you file it. They're not going to believe you. But I train people in my course methods on how to get people to trust you, how to be professional, how to send over proof, because we have full transparency. We're going to send over proof. And in some cases, we use attorneys as well. So you know, it's a great business, and a lot of people are actually getting after it like very fast, very fast.
So, I mean, with you not having any experiences at first when, you know, discovering it, besides, I mean, you found this after you have been doing the work as a financial advisor and all these other things, correct?
No, I found this when I was playing overseas. Yeah, so I was playing overseas. I was doing Airbnb. I was doing wholesaling, and then I discovered this as well.
Gotcha.
So I was always trying to have multiple streams of income. Then when COVID happened, I came back, and that's when I became a financial advisor. But I still had all my other businesses running as well.
Okay, that makes sense now. The timeline. So, what were some of the main obstacles that you've experienced? You know, when you started to tap in, not having, you know, experience in, you know, real estate or maybe even how to find the sellers, maybe getting on the phone with the homeowners and having the conversations. What were some of your biggest obstacles that you had to overcome?
Well, in the beginning was probably the persuasion aspect. When you're communicating with an individual, telling them that they're owed money, they think it's a scam. So I actually watched one of the masterminds on the power of persuasion. And I realized that you really need those three aspects. You have to be professional. You have to be knowledgeable. You definitely have to be able to properly explain to somebody how they're owed this money. You can't just call them up and say, hey, you're owed $100,000. I can help you file it. You have to make it make sense to them. Look, I see here you owed $10,000 in taxes. Your property had value. It sold for $200,000. You're legally entitled to that remaining profit, which is $190,000. We'd love to help you file this claim. We don't charge any upfront fees. What's the best email address so I can send you over what I'm looking at, just so we have full transparency? Once I started communicating in a certain way, being relatable with individuals on the phone and having that nice tone, it just took flight from that point.
Absolutely. It's definitely about tonality. So, I mean, first getting started, I can imagine with just our brief time of talking, Eric, that you're very action oriented. So it may not be the months of preparation that many people do just to kind of stop themselves from actually doing the thing necessary. So what I'm talking about is having the LLC, having the website, this business name with Google reviews and all these things. I'm sure those things have also gotten you objections when, you know, these people say, oh, it's a scam and things like that. How did you overcome those objections? And when did you maybe think that it was time to have these things in place, if you ever, you know, got them in place?
So the great thing about this business is you can line everything up and get started like literally the same day that you learn about this business. So if you want to get your LLC, you already know you can get that immediately filing through your state. I'm in Florida. You can go to SunBiz and file that for about $150. Or if you don't have that money, maybe you want to do a DBA, doing business as. You get that set up, you get a website. You can set all of these things up, but you can also do it without that. So I had a student, he was in California. It's actually crazy. He was in jail for 20 years. He called me and he was almost crying. He was like, man, I got out of jail and I didn't know what to do. And for some reason, I stumbled across her YouTube page and I saw this business and I looked it up. I looked up excess proceeds in California and I saw multiple counties, Fresno, Los Angeles County, Orange County, and I saw the list and I was like, wait, this guy is like telling the truth. This money is literally there. Then he saw the claim form and he's like, wait, I see who's owed money. I see the paperwork I need to do. Now I just need to find them. Called the lady. He said he just related to them. I was like, but you didn't have a website. He was like, we chopped it up so good in the communication that she just trusted me. So that was the same thing as some of my other students. If you can be professional, knowledgeable, and an expert and communicate with people, you can get over those hurdles. But of course, you want to have your websites. Like my website now, if you go check it out, you're seeing checks, you're seeing videos with me with people who I've helped, you're seeing testimonials, you're seeing my bio, you have videos, you have everything just for full transparency. So starting off, you can do this business with no startup costs. You can go on your county site, look up those keywords, see a list. You can, this is a gem for you guys. If you're looking for a free skip tracer, go to True People Search, look their name up and just start dialing them and call them and you can help them file the claim. You don't need to be an attorney to submit a claim in most counties. And then also you're getting 15 to 30%. So let's say somebody is owed $100,000 and you're getting 30% of that. That's $30,000 that you're receiving just for what, 2 hours of work? You did some skip tracing, you filled out the paperwork. So, I mean, it's a great side hustle for sure that doesn't require a lot of time and you can get at it immediately.
Dang.